Whoa, camera guy, you didn't have to go that in, you know? This looks clean. So far. Yeah, this stuff's bad. In fact, it's summoned Tashigi before him, right? Oh, no, not quite. It's gonna summon the officers. When Sanji gets close enough to the wall, he did. Why haven't they spawned? Oh, they're actually... No, they're still super slow. Wait, what? Okay, Sanji was just behind Zora that time. Huh. That's interesting. I was like, why are those guys there? And then I was like, oh, Tashigi spawned. I was gonna say, it'll still kill. Smoker's actually frail. Yep. So I was saying, I was like, no, this is a good run, I could tell. No, yeah, I've played all the stages in the game way too many times, so whenever I look at them, I'm like, that's a good time. Or like, no, you lost 6 seconds. It's like, wait, how do you know that? They dashed to that building, yep. Perfect. You can collide with these guys, but it's harder. You got that though, it's good. Dash out here. Hide those guys is fine. FFB. Alright, I believe you. Alright, we'll see. That's good. I was like that. Did a behind your back wall. Yeah, door can't open. Don't worry, everybody watching. Door can't open that fast. Alright, this looks okay. We're good. It's funny with Whitebeard. Because this Whitebeard's so like deceptively good that you can like have a little bit of iffy movement in a couple places and it looks really bad to the extremely trained eye. They'll like look and be like, that is that the fastest? And it's like, yeah, because you smacked Mr. Tree once and hit him with impossible feet. That's all you had to do. Didn't matter if the like attack looked weird or the camera looked odd. I don't use it. I feel you. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that can be used. Power overwhelming can be useful to make sure that you can actually drag them correctly. I use like square attack enhancement, I think, in power overwhelming. Yeah, the idea is like it may make the drill actually like break, which can make sure you can get him to walls. Like consistency thing. Nah, what are we fighting for, boys and girls? It's still freaking world record level time. Yep. It's probably just a skill build. You're just, I mean, you got the right mountain too. Yeah. Oh. You'll know you're really fast if at the start of the stage you kill the guy before the guy on the left before the cutscene even plays. You just dash into him. There's no places to take, so yeah. I would take it off. I would put Pureless Giant Fist, anything like that would work. Square attack enhancement, that's probably fine too. Like, I'm trying to think with my math brain if that's enough damage. No, I use Mighty Warrior. I don't know if I think like much about either way. Mighty Warrior does more damage, 15.6 versus. Yeah, your dash, if it kills there, it's like, it's all good. Here you can dash to kill this guy, he gets pushed into the building and explodes. Oh, didn't die, it's fine. Yeah, you kill this guy and then you go over to the right. Perfect. Kill this guy, not a big deal. Interesting. I'm thinking I won't take square attack enhancement. Because your second and third wasn't enough to kill a guy. Which is where I would normally think. This route's fine. You're gonna do Tashigi into DOS Bones, Mr. 2, right? Nah, this might be faster. I haven't done enough work to test either one. I can see. Unfortunate. It is what it is. DOS Bones. You're behind by like 6 seconds. I think it'll be okay. There you go. 9 seconds. Okay, yeah, so. You got the coin above your head, it's all good. That's all I look at when I'm playing. Alright, if I get the coin, I'm good to go. If the sound effect for the event thing wasn't the same as killing, yeah, but I have to just look at the coin. I don't trust anything but that. That's kind of weird. Alright. You can't go through that building, unfortunately. It's okay. I just pop it because it's so much speed. Might as well just pop it anyway. Like, time lost for entering it doesn't exist compared to the speed gain from using it. Do the impossible feat through the wall, which I do, right here. Yeah, that back wall, you can just, like, as soon as you turn that, you can just impossible feat right through the wall. It's okay, it's still really decent. It's just a practice sort of thing. That's one of those stages where without a lot of practice, as Whitebeard especially, it's gonna get, like, really weird. The optimization I have to make in that stage is I have to find what triggers Tashigi to walk towards Robin. Pretty good. Let's hope you get insta red burst. You're standing in the corner, so it should be really likely. I find standing in the corner makes it really likely. Okay, good. There's a chance he just doesn't red burst there, and he just sobbles Luffy and then Jure Soleils and wastes your time. There we go. That's pretty good. I found that if you're in the quarter quadrants of the stage, I think it's based off distance. If you're too... Yeah, you have to be further from him. Yeah, it happens whenever he's like further from you, he like decides to red burst. But I've had times where I like kill him, and then I turn to face him, and then it doesn't happen. I'm like, why is this happening? And then I messed around with it, and I found that if you're in like the corner or somewhere where you're definitely far enough, he'll always like red burst instantly. Or, yeah. So if you're Whitebeard on this stage, it doesn't really matter. It's a semi-frame perfect trick. If you're Whitebeard, you can dash at the start of the stage before that cutscene loads in, and you'll be closer to the first guy. I killed this guy before that Robin cutscene plays. FFB, because we have to wait. He sold him. Alright, good stuff. Hope we don't get any dives. No dives. Hype. Oh, we got a fast dash there. Got fountains, no problems. We kill this guy. This is where it's kind of weird, like you barely can lose any time because that guy's walking towards you. It's sort of one of those double take moments, so hard to truly lose any time on that last guy. A lot of the time save on this stage is, did I kill Frankie absolutely instantaneously? And did I kill... it happens. It's bad, but... Alright, cool, we hit this guy. Beat up the Luffy kid. Yeah. That's pretty... Not bad. We take those every day! Probably had something to do with, I don't know if your skill build or something is different, but also, other stuff, I don't know. I was gonna say, maybe like some of the hands didn't hit. Yeah, very subtle. Stage pretty good, pretty straightforward. So Katakuri has 2 moves. I mean, you could argue 3 moves, I guess. He has 3 moves in which he can always dash away from, and like the move will complete without canceling, which is really nice. I also found out there's a glitch in this stage. If you round the corner too fast, for this Frankie section, I had it happen in my normal game run, it will never summon the Galileo guards. It happens if you round this corner without actually triggering Frankie's dialogue. So the event trigger is too small. Game developers, get on that. No. Yeah, Whitebeard's fast enough that he can dash to the trigger before, like, the trigger can load in, and it's just gone. And these are the last guys. Boom, we get in the doorway. And fountains are magical. Alright, you got a fast warp though. Fun fact, even if you're just like in the building when the doors are opening, there's like, I think 2 seconds before the warp's even allowed to happen. So there's like weirdly not that much time lost to getting through the door, like at a certain speed, because there's dialogues that have to finish, and then they trigger the warp warp when you enter the building. That's why you got like a insta warp when you walked in there. But most of the time, I'll walk in and I'll literally be able to turn the corner with Whitebeard inside the building before it'll ever warp me. And it's pretty cool. So this fight's pretty cool. He just got mid RNG. God RNG is Lucci decides to finger pistol like directly at you, and it's fantastic. That's still a god tier time there. Yeah, you got like perfect hits was what happened there. On like every glitch hit landed. And he also got no landing animation. So Lucci will lose you straight up 2 seconds, which is so frustrating if he lands on his feet. So never let him land on his feet. If he lands on his back, you'll save, or on his face, I think it is. You'll save by far the most time. Yeah, so this stage has, I would say, 3 variants. There's the walk them manually variant, which is the fastest, which is that you kill every unit in the like 50 square root radius of their pathing, like as they're walking up. The second fastest, which is to tap that giant and then like run back to save them. And then the third fastest, which is to like completely ignore their pathing and just like have a good time. I found that the fastest strat requires leadership, because the idea is you need to take both the bottom zone and the road. You need to like take both their zones for them to walk the fastest. Only really possible on easy. Buttons. Pretty good. I mean, you didn't really lose much to any time there because they hadn't even gotten to that gate. The thing that's gonna be weird for maybe your muscle memory, I'm not sure if you've played the new version of this stage much, is how... Yeah, so it's just 1 minute for that door. So that's the weird part for me. I have to like constantly use my eyes and pay attention, because I'm like, I'll forget. Normally I like chill around for a while and then I start to pay attention. But on this version, you only get to chill for like 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't... That's a irregular event. That is not common in any way. "42 seconds. "20 seconds. "10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2." Slightly off. Yeah, caught on the pottery. Okay, do we get... Oh, we got smooth transition. Yeah, he's, you know, kind of a loser. 343. Frankie. Frankie, family man. I think if you take leadership on that stage and then actually cap the 2 areas at the start, you'll also save 15 seconds. Right. So this stage, astronomical difficulty. It is the second hardest stage in the run because there's a lot of things you have to do. We're really used to playing it, so it doesn't appear that bad, but it actually is quite insane. Yeah, I would play it safe-ish as well because there's a lot of instances in this game where you can't full force burst, such as if you're like in the air for some reason. So I've had times where I'm dashing up the stairs with Whitebeard and I can't full force burst. I'm like, why? And then I don't make it in time. It doesn't really matter that much because this fight, for example, is another spot where you could theoretically full force burst. With like somebody like Whitebeard, because when you enter that room is when their dialogue plays, and then they're like, "We're invincible, ha ha ha! You cannot hurt us." There's also one right there, which is that he can't take damage until like I guess it starts to spawn the Sanji dialogue. It's not like the Usopp one. Usopp talks, but then yeah, he spawns right there. Yep. Part of the reason like I was really happy to keep using like Whitebeard on the stage despite not being able to jump down the staircase is because I would not jump down the staircase, just have really good movement, and then I would get down the stairs and that guy would spawn on top of me. So then I was like, I'm clearly not losing any time. Heck yeah. Yeah, so I was saying this is just like a Pirate Warriors 5 thing, but I was saying that it would be really cool because a lot of people ask that characters should have universal ways to get to the floor as fast as possible. And I agree with that sentiment. Obviously just fixing the air combat would be the best, but might as well also add something like that. And my suggestion as to how to do that was to make it so if you perform like a launcher attack in the air, aka you hit jump while you're in the air during a combo, you would do an attack that would descend you to the floor. Yeah. Yeah. Like imagine, like especially if it was like actually a fast one, because no offense, but like the attack like Katakuri has where he stabs downward is like cool and it's decent, but it's like kind of in a weird spot on his combo list. Like it's like square 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 triangle or something, or square square triangle. I don't remember. Yeah, it's yeah. And so it's one of the few times where, like, it's like a move you need to have universalized. Oh, we missed a boy, oh. That's very plausible. Let's find out what health he's at. This always sucks. I hate the tragedies. This is the reason why at the very start of the stage I said it was one of the hardest stages. What a sneaky man. So for anybody watching, the reason why that can happen and we can't tell is because those guys don't get indicators above their head until you reach the Bridge of Hope or Hesitation or whatever. And because of it, we can't tell which ones are, if they're still alive or not, because they will basically not appear on the map unless you pause the game, which is a crazy thing to do. but I guess it's a hyper safety strat. It would be possible, I suppose, to pause the game, check, because the IGT would pause, and then you would only lose a little tiny bit of time, but that's an insane ask. Heck yeah, we need the time saves. So this stage is a very difficult stage, or a really, really easy stage. So there's Garp Strat, which makes the stage extremely easy. And then there's Drag Strat, which makes the stage extremely difficult. So we need to clean the path for Frankie to make him go faster, which will make him become an enemy earlier. We can also kill one enemy in front of, or the one commander in front of Frankie once Frankie either turns evil or otherwise, just to make sure Frankie goes to a straighter path and gets past this first bridge. All of these things are relatively viable strats. Yeah, I don't know. I never FFB as this character. I just spam C1 on the ground. So, yeah, we do have to, like, snap his armor to some degree. And then afterwards, he will be pretty yankable. And so, looks good so far. Looks like our stamina will hold. Away. That's crazy. So, this is why Frankie is a jerk. So, I have tested like 17 ways of trying to push Frankie to the exit, and while he's down, by walking him into the exit. It's nearly impossible. You can like walk into his body in this state and like push him, but once you get him towards the end, it becomes really hard to actually get him towards the center without like god tier angles, because you basically have to scrape him across the wall or with like near perfect. Yeah. What up, man? The myth, legend, our boy Frankie Zilla. So yeah, Frankie's has to be like effectively, according to the game, has to basically be counter hit in order to not be a jerk. All right. I know, that's why I didn't go for it. I was so scared. I hate Frankie. That was almost impeccable, though. Yeah. It's so dumb that those rails are even there. I don't know why they were so evil when they made this. Yeah, he's only really affected by 4 Marine commanders that spawn. And so due to that, generally don't have to worry too much about anything. Yeah. If you're in full force burst, I just, as this character, if I'm ever in full force burst, I just spam a square string because all of his other moves are garbage. Due to the way Yonji functions, most of his great moves for clearing are on the ground. And due to the way multi-hit moves get screwed while you're in full force burst, most of his moves lose so much damage by being in full force burst that he actually just loses DPS. It's super dumb that that's a thing, but yeah. It is what it is. We got Garp Strap levels of time. If you're really clean, yeah, for sure. It's tough. Yeah, so the strat here that I did was, I think you need Whitebeard for it, personal opinion. But yeah, so you walk forward a little bit, kill the guy immediately in front of you, which you have to do. Head to the left side, or yeah. So kill this guy, head left to where the Sunny is. Kill the standard guys. So you kill this guy, kill the guy's berating kid, telling him he's a bad pirate. And then this part becomes time sensitive. So what we want to do is head straight through the center, and basically like go straight to the left side, kill the two guys there, kill the guy through the center, kill the two guys on the side, and kill the guy, and then bob back to the front, the middle, through the left, and then that's the strat. And the idea is that Kid can't be fast enough to catch up with Whitebeard's speed in this section, so he doesn't make it. He only makes it to like Kid and helps Kid out right here, and then you make it back in time for dinner. And they start running immediately down. You have to kill the guy that's below you. Alright, yeah, I usually just like quick kill him. Yeah, and then we just go to the center, handle everybody there, and then walk down, and you're good. Taking this region is optimal too, but yeah. The idea is that Kid wants to follow you, so the faster you are, the better. And yeah, the region, we take it because we need it so that there's less guys in the way. And then yeah, they head towards here. And that's the strategy. So with a bit more cleaned up movement, the idea is that Kid actually starts walking south. Like before Law does, if done right. And then when this guy spawns, you can either quick kill him with the dash or just stand back and kind of impossible feed him immediately. Collider is tricky, so I understand either way. Yeah. Yeah, it'll still be a good time. I don't know what your normal time is for that stage. It's alright. What stage was that again? 4-1. Yeah, 3-1, my brain. All good. Your stage was 152 in your IL. Just flying everywhere. I love that. I love boxes. They're destructible that people, they put tangerines inside of, so they're important. Yeah, I don't know. This stage, optimization heavy. He shoots the laser kick. Boom. Let me take out this Kuma. Center Kuma. Center Kuma spawns all the other Kuma. And then there's a North Kuma, a West Kuma, and East Kuma. I mean, I don't know. I usually take out North Real Kuma, then go back, or go to West Kuma, and then hopefully kill the East Kuma in the center. Still pretty good pace. As long as this guy doesn't head south, then I would say that's good pace. Weirdly enough. In the clear, yeah. Understandable. Okay, well, if it wasn't for this weird Sentomaru... Okay, I was gonna say, what's funny is this could still IL. But Sento is kind of being a jerk, so... I hate that Kizaru also spawns with tons of iframes. What a man. Alright, good, good. Hi, that was really nice. He died to the building explosion. 240, 53. Yours is a 258, so did IL. West center. Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, that stage is IL is water, dog water. Yeah, it's. Yeah, it is understandable. All right, so far so good. Okay. This part's pretty free, admittedly. Since, like, not too wacky. To beat up Cocorino. You're playing as Katakuri. Yeah. Maybe if you were like impeccable. Wait, what? Yeah, she's up there. I was gonna say, like... Understandable. It is what happens. As long as Smoker doesn't sneak behind you. Yeah, what a guy. All good. Not too bad at all. Alright, we'll clean these guys up. Tokyo Drift. Deja vu. Alright. Easy enough. Full. Alright, so this last stretch, we need full force burst with Katakuri to make sure that when we kill these guys, we can get past the lava cutscene that plays here. And make it past preferably these craters here, right here. Right, cool. And then we're good. I'm gonna beat up Akainu here. He has really low HP. Kizaru here has a tiny bit more HP, but still horribly weak. And then we mess around with this man here. Pretty smooth. Yep. We taking those, but yep. 229. Normally a 220 IL. Yeah, it's hard, but wild. All right. This, you gotta make sure enemies are in some sort of state, whether that be knocked over or whatever, so that Luffy can move. Ivankov is a complete ignore here. His movement matters 0%. And it only matters if Luffy believes that he can move. So we basically just track in front of Luffy, preferably without like walking too much into him, if just for the sake of pathing reasons. What? You collided him. Yeah, you can collider him with Katakuri C too. It's the only way Katakuri colliders, but it's because Katakuri becomes a different character. I don't know, actually. They should have, for sure. Alright. That's good. That's fasto. I usually end FFB and then head north and build it back up. Yeah, understandable. Vista? Those boyos. So, again, pretty straightforward. C2ing them is pretty good. Square stringing them totally fine because we're FFB'd out of our dome. Yeah, as long as people be shoved around, Luffy should be able to ignore them. This path, Luffy doesn't go down, so it's not that important. He goes north. Yeah. With full force burst, I try to collider a lot of people with Katakuri to implement new strats at them, but I just can't do it. It's only a thing that I want to implement for like hard mode, because that's where like that's specifically where like my Whitebeard is like slips, and I need a Katakuri instead. And so I'm like, I needed to collider more with the boy, and so I practiced a bit of collider. So you can just kill White or Mihawk here. Luffy will always be perfect at getting here. He doesn't stop once he enters here because Mihawk spawns once he enters the area, and then Garp spawns once Mihawk is defeated, so like nothing else becomes a thing, which is kind of neat. You're gonna need to build meter or something. I don't know if you'll have quite enough. Alright, just took the long way around to Garp, I see. Yeah, I just messed around. Boom. So we wrap the poor man up and he's gone. 333. I remember my that's normally a 329 for your IL. I remember in my world record, my time for that stage was 3:33:33. Yeah, I collected them all. Yeah, I guess escort problems. So, you have to kill these guys optimally as fast as possible, but if it's a little slow, you'll... After this ice wall spawns, I usually just turn over to Kuzan, I put him in a Mochi, and then I just ignore him for the rest of the stage. Yeah, well, yeah, they can't get too far without the ice wall being broken, so need that to be gonzo. And we pay grievous attention to the red ball that is him to make sure he never touches anywhere close to our blue balls. If he is, we wrap him up. Little quick, little smooth. That looks pretty decent. They didn't get interrupted much at all. Just some light pushes. I will never use it in a full run unless I somehow find a really good way of doing it. But I still want to find out if it's possible to make this stage faster by like letting Kuzan chase you all the way. Like past the Whitebeard blockade. Like I wonder if Whitebeard even does this cutscene. Well, yeah, I want him to be just close enough. You can do this a couple ways. You can actually just stand in that area that Whitebeard normally does a cutscene and forces Whitebeard to not be able to do the cutscene. My hope is that you could do that to make sure Kuzan steps foot, and then you can walk off of it. And then the logic would be if it skipped that cutscene. And then didn't play the Kuzan cutscene either. On paper, that sounds really fast. That's the whole plan. But I don't know if it's good. And it'd be really hard to make sure. Because you'd have to let him like follow them quite close. And then you'd have to stand on the platform to make sure that he could get across. And then, yeah. He's so nuts. Alrighty. Buggy, my guy. Alright, we're gonna need you to help us out. You gotta go fast. Imagine a mysterious world where the quote-unquote slow route was faster. I know. That's why I said imagine a mysterious world. Yeah, Kizan's an alternative condition. Yeah, usually ignores him quite heavy. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because it affects Jimbei or something or what. But want to know. It's crazy, I was like playing a good amount of Pirate Warriors 1, reminiscing, and I was like, damn, this game would be so fire if not for like all of the, like, the platforming's like bad, but I can like handle it. What I can't really handle is how often they like do quick time events in that game. Yeah, I think they learned well on a lot of things in that game, but it's just unfortunate. Like, cause some parts of that game are really smart in an interesting way. Like, for example, in like the first stage, you're like playing as Luffy, and then like partway through this stage, it switches your character to like Zoro, and then it switches your character back to Luffy, and I thought that was like good. I was like, that's a cool idea. Like, that feels neat. Later on, they would just change it to you just select a character and use them for the whole stage, which I think is fine and a good evolution overall. But I thought it was neat at the time that it like switched my characters around for the different events in the stage. So like when you're fighting Mihawk on Baratier, it switches you over to Zoro to fight Mihawk while that whole thing's happening, and then switches you back to Luffy. And it's like, that's cool. The stage is terrible, but like that part's cool. And I just thought stuff like that was really cool. I was like, damn, nice on him. Yeah, so that was my only thing where I was like, damn, I like that. But I also liked the idea that you had multiple UAs in that game. Like multiple R1 moves. You had an R2 move and an R1 move, and you could cycle the R1 moves. So like Luffy had like 4 of them. He had like balloon, pistol, bazooka, like all on R1. And then his R2 is like clothesline or whatever. His like grapple move. And I'm like, that's neat. Dragon's Tremor or Quake, depending on interpretation. Yeah, that's fair. I can't do it. It's too annoying to play as him for me. I lose it when I'm like playing as him, and then I like need to just press a square combo on a guy for any reason, because it's just so much worse. Like I can't. Like when I play as this version, it's basically just like a press triangle simulator, and if you want to do anything else, it's like no, Dragon Tremor or nothing else. And that's totally fine. Like I don't even think this character is bad overall at all. It's just a case of like Dragon Tremor or being able to press square string, and I'm like, I'll pick square string. Personal opinion. You have to get the territory. Yeah, I usually get it on the way back after Brook. But it's pretty doable and easy anytime you want, because the territory gets taken so fast. Sanji's triggered by, yeah, so he already triggered. Sanji's triggered by clearing everybody but one, basically. So like, when you're playing this as not Zoro, for example, Sanji can spawn while Zoro's mission is incomplete and everybody else's is complete. He's always like basically designed to be the yeah, second to last, not counting Luffy or whatever. And that's like kind of interesting, I guess. These guys are always the last mission, and then yeah, you have Luffy. Yeah, unless you're playing as not Zoro. If you're playing as like any character in free log that isn't in this mission, normally it counts as if you're playing as Luffy. And so that last mission never happens, and instead you just instantly kill Sentomaru. If not for that, there would be like 0% chance that Zoro wouldn't always save time, but because that can be quite annoying, yeah, you can basically play an RNG-less version of the stage if you're not playing him. Yeah, I just tap those points, and unless I hear Luffy say like a move name, I just leave. Yep. Yeah, murder Sento. I only hit him with the smash, but not the actual Dragon Drummer, unfortunate. But yep. Pretty okay. 4.08 or whatever. Yours like a 353, so yeah. It's about 8 seconds behind, 7 and some change. It's tricky. I need to do that stage. Maybe right now, I don't know. I'll find out. Killed them all. You just dash into these guys, the buildings will all corrupt into dust. You've already passed it all. Yep, and then left. And then you kill these guys and then head to the south. Then head back through to north to the fountain. Well, not this south, sorry. You go back to the fountain and then go south. But yeah, fountain south. Then after these guys, you go back to the fountain and then go west or whatever. And that's pretty much it. And then below these guys are the next guys, but they spawn in kind of slow. And then they're dead. Yeah, and then you just take out this guy with one possible feat, but don't stand too close because he'll be an asshole. Oh, it didn't. That can happen too. That happens if there's no spawned enemies in front of him. Yeah, if they smash into him, he'll die. Yeah, it's just so good. But yeah, just having the memory be like, oh, this is where I go, this is where I go, this is where I go, is all that required there. That you would have gotten like a sub 1 easy. Good work. Yeah, it's basically just whirlwind, and then like build up a little bit of meter, impossible feat. The stage, I guess. And then when this bridge is going, you can just full force burst. Pretty lenient timing, since after you still had time. And Cavendish. Oh, you didn't have the meter. I see. My bad. And then that warps you, and then you head to Burgess to the upright. And then Burgess spawns in kind of slow. Otherwise, I could smash him 100,000% of the time. And then it's just a Bellamy check. And this is just a complete gamble if he lets you not be screwed. Cool, he's a nice guy. And then, yeah, you just kill the guys that spawn in the other room and then head otherwise. And then you're all good. Yeah, 2 of them spawn in the wings of this area, which is kind of sad. So I take out that wing first, and then I head to the other one. And then we go in one-shot Diamante with anything, I guess. Really, he's kind of frail. Yep, such a good man. Thanks, Whitebeard, for being top tier. Always good times. I'm just happy that the best character is fast and like everything. Because it could have been like, oh, the character who moves the fastest sucks, and then like, I would have been like, oh, that's unfortunate. Ah. That's fair, yeah. That is a way of triggering the spawn. Interesting. Well. I guess not. I think it's touching the staircase. Yeah, that's fair. Well, that info is precious, so you take that every day. The wall breaking killed him. Fun. You. You. Unfortunately, but very good still. We love those. Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing to have to know. It's like, oh, touching a staircase, one step. What was that stage we were talking about? Oh, I want to try Reunited. That's what it is. I do Reunited with Whitebeard. I'll tell you my results. Yeah, you haven't set a time with this peak effects, right? Yeah, so Pika's cutscene triggers here by touching the courtyard, which is down this below the staircase, is where Pika spawns the cutscene there. It's technically, I guess it's the staircase itself. They love staircases. Pika is extra invincible at the start there, unfortunately. That's because the cutscene is normally longer, and the animation was sped up when I made the change. No, you already did it. You got the silver coin above your head. Yeah, Pika will spawn now. After this message, yeah. Pika stopped. Not bad. It'll be what it is. Let's see if we get quick ultra kill on the Pikas. Pika P. Yeah. Love that. Alright, we're gonna get the hops. Kobe. Oh. Oh, he can. Zoro can. Zoro can. Like, the only character I haven't tested it on that's smaller than Zoro is like, what, Chopper? Yeah, unfortunately. Alright. He just vanished. Our boy, Doflamingo. Yeah. It'd still just be good here. Fast and good. Good there. It is what it is. Let's wrap him up donut style. Oh. Yeah. I mean, he took a bunch of damage from that, I suppose, so it kind of worked out. It's weird when that happens. Alright, cool. Thank you. Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it's totally fine. I think if we're being like Penny pinchers with the rules, I believe. Let me check. Should be fine. Yeah, that is so funny. I was pretty sure this technicality existed because I think I intended for it. But the rule specifically states that because records are tracked in in-game time, if you start a stage and quit out or die, you'll have to add 30 seconds to your time. But neither of those things happen. You crap. Yeah, I was here. Yeah. So, yeah. To clarify to anybody who's watching for whatever reason, yeah, if you were to have a hard crash happen in the middle of the stage, that's totally fine. I prefer you not be degenerate about it and segment your run, but at the end of the day, things happen. Yeah, it's all IGT. Technically, it is segmenting if you come to it a day later or something. I will probably not give you any lenience there. Not saying that I can prove that, I would just prefer you not do that. If I was like maybe mega meticulous at looking at your game, I could maybe deduce that there's a difference in the time based off the save. But that would be extreme. Oh, you. Now we touch base. We gotta touch home base. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Your game's running better than before. I think your graphics card driver was just corrupted. Yeah, that can happen sometimes if your graphics card driver updates but doesn't restart. Yeah. I don't either, but I've been surprised in the past. That's the spirit. Yeah, it's tough. It's why I didn't even attempt it, honest. I was like, I know this saves time and I should do it in world record attempts no matter what, but I just couldn't bring myself. I'm like, if I fail it though, it's so much time. It's not even that much time. I just get so salty about it that I didn't want it to affect the mental of the rest of my run. Yeah, I know that's the case. That's honestly like 1000% my reason at the time for not doing it. It was like, oh, this is gonna affect my mental. I don't need that. I wasn't feeling like super great prior to that run because I had just messed up and did normal and I hadn't had like that great of a day the day before. So I was like, but I always do my best runs on Saturday, so I just was like, nah, I gotta do these runs. I want these runs. Yep. Yeah, it worked out. Oh, that's a way of looking at it for sure. Hey, Brule, how's it going? Whoop, you going? Yeah, she gets out after half health, and then she gets out after half health, and then she dies. She is a wacky character. 1:20:23. That's a time. 1:20. It's 5 seconds below IL. Or 23, right? Yeah, that's 2 seconds below IL. Oji. Yeah, this guy is pretty good character. He has this crazy move called yeah, C3 square triangle, or he just decides the map doesn't need to be here, and he kind of just hits the whole thing. These guys fly a little high if you do it, so sometimes I'll delay the third hit because you can kind of like delay the press a little bit, and I heavily recommend that because there's 7 billion times where I've literally lost runs because I don't wait for the third slash and I just go and it misses. So I've just learned to do it, especially in full force burst. If you're in full force burst, you do that all the time. Full force burst, I don't even do the move at full speed. I don't go boom, boom, boom. I literally go boom, boom. Because I'm like, no, I delay every hit. I'm not letting this miss. I need the damage and I need it to hit. Very nice. He's nice. Okay. Alright, what are we looking at here? Oh yeah. Sanji. You were once my friend, but now we're enemies. It's one of the best songs in the game, for sure. Alrighty. Ouch, my hair. Okay. So, this part's the trickiest in my opinion. This and probably taking the territory. Yeah. I do too. I do that a little different than you. I usually kill Beijing and then go south, and then I kill 2 guys there. Yep. No problem. Everything in here looks smooth. Good. Kill this guy. Huh, that's weird. That guy spawned Prospero slightly late. I wonder if he died. Yeah, it's like 0 frames. It literally is just like, and you're like, what? You didn't even get to see the death animation before it plays him. But there it looked like he got killed probably by one of your extra hands or something, and that's why it looked weird. So I had a bit of delay on it. It was odd. Good time. The IL for that stage, I wasn't paying attention, but the IL for that stage is 1:23. Perfect. We love those. Storm the castle. This stage is freaking a nightmare. Best of luck. You could back out right here. You haven't started the stage. No, not at all. It's briefing. I do too. Whitebeard's pretty good at it. There's like a strat I worked on that can save a lot of time in it, but I'm not good enough at it. I have to do this stage like 7 more times to truly be outrageous. But that was a very good one. I'd say that's nearly perfect. Yeah, it's truly outrageous. Truly outrageous. Alright, cool. Alright, territory. FFB, good smooth spot. This we can save like no time on it with leadership probably, but it's because it's like instant anyway, but maybe there's like a non-zero chance you could save a second there. And then these guys spawn in, and then we just need to make our way to the Brulee monster. So it's smooth movement, you get to Brulee before she gets to the hallway, and that looks like what we're getting. Yeah, you're gonna, okay, as long as you can hit her with this, yeah. There we go, auto IL, not even close. $114. The previous was a 128. Cleaned up. Time in this next stage is I got 252 for your IL. This stage is a nightmare. Katakuri probably, because we need to wrap him up. There isn't, the only time save is like making... Nah, it's fine. I think that's fair, because the idea is a lot of these stages are like, the stages that feel the best are the stages where you have a very clear indication that your skill went into like getting a low time. And when there's stages where you like have inability to flex your skill to get a lower time due to some random characteristic or near random characteristic, that's what makes it feel the worst. So that's what this stage feels like. Escorts just feel this way. And that's why they need to lower the amount of them that exist in these games. But yeah, the time saves in this game are weird. Like, this stage, the best time save you can get is if, like, they don't get screwed by Katakuri, I suppose, and if, their pathway is, like, absolutely clean. And then after... Yeah, he's been doing that to me as well. Yeah, he's doing that to me all day. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the Mochi just doesn't count as a status that he cares about. Because he is Mochi. I have to assume that's the case. He's just not. Yeah, I agree. I thought for a while, I'm like, did I accidentally like somehow patch him? But then I was like, no, that checks the mission brief ID, so it doesn't change any code. So then I was like, I don't know what's going on. He's just different. He's learned new tricks. Yeah, he's made of candy, what? Or not quite candy, I guess. But yeah. So here there's a time save where if Jinbei goes out the front entrance with Brook, I'll pay attention to the map to try to like get an idea of like what changes his mind. But yeah, sometimes he just like doesn't go out the front door. It has always puzzled me to this day. Yeah. Maybe it has to do with if people are alive. Yeah. So you had to make sure like none of the guys near the gate were alive. Is probably a big part of it. Let's see. They look like they're heading at near maximum speed. As long as you don't touch them, you should get a good time. Don't stand there. Yeah. Yeah, I've lost 1.2 seconds for standing on the bridge with Whitebeard before. Because I've looked at the IGT and watched him walk away and be like, ah. I know, he's been doing it to me. I know. I don't know what it is. It has to be like you have to be comboing him or something. But that's annoying because it's like, does that... Yeah. Yeah. It's dumb. I wonder if it's like, it only stops him from warping if he's being comboed. But that's really odd. Alright, that's done. And then we just kind of take this territory. What I try to do. Leadership makes this part a little faster because there's just such little enemy count. Now, I mean, I thought about it too. I guess there's not much reason not to go take out these guys. Yeah, the only thing I've been doing on this section is literally walking forward to trigger these guys a little faster, and then, but they still need the Straw Hats to be in the territory. And then like taking the leader route, and then triggering the next guys early as well. That's the only like optimizations I know of in this stage that you can do. You can't like trigger them ASAP, they have to be considered to be in the territory, but generally it's pretty easy. Alright, cool. And then, yeah, Big Mom never catches up to them if optimal. And here you can either just slap Big Mom for free damage, or go like just stand there Brule because you're bored. I recommend this strat because moving her back even a little bit helps a bit. And then we just go for Brule now. Pretty much perfect thus far. It's fine, Brule hasn't spawned yet. She spawns right there. Oh, well, I mean, you can't, yeah. I mean, Big Mom hasn't spawned yet, so. No, there's a tiny loss here. Unless she dies to, like, Luffy or something. Alright, she did. Okay, there. Now Prospero. Yeah, her dialogue has to finish there, so there's not much there. And then ye old candy wall. Prospero spawns. Has, prior to that cutscene that plays right there, he cannot go below half HP. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. That was a fantastic time. The IL's 303. Probably, yeah, I should do that too, but while I'm doing runs, I'm like also kind of doing it for RTA a little bit. Like I'm not, but like for the people who are like kind of dumb about that, I guess I am. Katakuri. FFB enhancement, that's crazy. I don't even want to be in that mode. Get me out. Oh, you're Ace. Never mind. I'm a crazy person. I thought you were Yonji. This makes sense. I fully accept this play. So, yeah, this trick works better the more armor a target has. So in this case, Katakuri has additional armor with the electric thing. And when the armor goes away, the glitch becomes weaker. Yep. What a monster. He can't let either of us have a break. Yep, that's what it is. I will admit the start of the stage is nightmarishly hard with Whitebeard. Just letting you know. The camera does not. Alright, good camera. All the way through there. Why'd that guy appear there? That was weird. That guy usually doesn't go that rough for me. He just goes up. Odd. Alright, we need to take out the commandants. There's one there and one on the hill. These trees are indestructible because development was hard. When they got to Wano. So they made a bunch of indestructible trees that are mega troll. Alright, good stuff. There's these 3 boys that spawn. No. We believe. Yeah. It's pretty high up the hill. Alright, cool. We get the Drake spawn here. Drake spawns with boys around him. Did he not? I guess. That's dumb. Alright. Alright, cool. He's easy to collide with in this map. Some maps, he's a jerk, but that was good, regardless. Luckily, Whitebeard the king of backup strats when you move at 700 miles an hour. Case in point when you can get ILs on stages with backups. Have you practiced the like I guess west bottom section strat where the 2 towers are? All right. No, you don't. You're waiting on messages. See how dumb that is? Yeah, I'll think about what to do about that station. In terms of like potentially patching something. I think I can patch it. But I'll see. It's hard because right now I have the way the code is set for fast dialogue is it removes the initial timer that the game sets for every dialogue. So instead of the dialogues being like this one's 2 seconds and 30, this one's 5 seconds. It just says they're all 0. And it goes okay. And the only time you actually have is the transition time, where the message pops into the screen and out of the screen. You got the silver coin there, good. Yeah, attempt Collider on all these guys because it's possible. It's just a product of did I dash at the right like area? You got all of them, so you just have to drop them. You didn't free Robin. Admittedly, because the guy kind of ran towards you, you didn't lose much. The area can be taken as long as, I think, it's just if you have Usopp and Frankie. And Robin's the one we care about the least in terms of moving. Because she can get here so much faster than any of the other ones can even trigger anything. When she touches the staircase, or near the bottom of the staircase, it'll spawn the guy. It's okay. This route's like pretty solid. Frankie's the one we care about here. You don't have to care that much about Usopp because you can always come back. I just worry because like Frankie stops on everybody. Frankie stops stopping on people once you take the one officer out on the top of this area. Then he stops caring. He'll just like run past everybody. Cool. Now you can help everybody else on the map. I usually help Usopp and then Robin and then Hawkins. Yeah, oh, Hawkins did take the weird route. Yeah, just do X-Drake and then head back to help. Hawken's just gonna be in a weird spot, so it's better to help them get to the area. That was funny, it did the shatter on the wall. That normally does it on the ground. Yeah, it was just funny, because he stabs his pole arms to the ground, but he was near the wall enough that it was like, wall. Alright, so, as long as you build up a little bit of meter here, if you have extra time, because you might as well. And then you can head up to Jack now. He's not up that hill, but he's up the other one. Alright, that one leads there, yeah, yep, perfect. And then, they shouldn't be for some reason. Yeah, there, counts. Good. Yeah, it was a good stage, like 450. 539. Never mind. I was wrong. That stage was very, very difficult. I mean, your IL on that is 522. It's just a nightmare stage. I hate it. Yeah, I think for me it kind of is free because like you do the start of the stage and you just press square square triangle and then delay this third one. It's pretty like brain dead. And then yeah. And then you can either do FFB here or you can do it after here into the load zone of the cutscene. Both are totally fine. Neither of them do anything. Right here. And these three guys spawn really, really slowly, so the only thing you have to, I guess, yeah, here you pretty much do whatever. Yeah, you can practice your delays on that. The active frames of it are pretty high, so generally it's pretty good if delayed. Alright, then yeah, you just spam square square triangle against her. She'll die if she gets hit with the third one close up. Pretty much. Looks like Red Burst Prominence. You tank this on purpose for free cheat death damage. Your defense is too good. Never mind. Alright, we dash into him. If we get a smash, we're cool. Otherwise, we just do this combo. Pretty much kills him, yeah. Balanced. That's what I was saying. It's like, he's clearly like the best of the stage. Yeah, he's very, very straightforward. The only time loss you even had on that stage, really, I mean, outside of colliding with him immediately, I guess, with Kaido, is on Big Mom being, like, on that hill. It made her take less damage, it looked like. Yeah, you would have saved a tiny bit there, and you would have saved time on the Big Mom thing. Because Big Mom can die just like how Kaido died, where it's just one string. Or, I mean, she won't die because she's cheating, but... Yeah, yeah, yeah. Donuts. Alright, big Mamu cutscene. Oh. It's fine. You get a... Yeah, you should. This is the faster route I never take, because I'm evil. If we wrap her, she can't activate her FFB cutscene, I believe. And it allows us to kill her instead. No, it does, see? Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, we had to go like through this area and then go towards where we like save Usopp. Yeah, perfect. It's easy to forget that sometimes I go the wrong way. I'm gonna use the Drake area. Claps in chat. Yeah. Alright, cool. And then our boy Hawkins. And we're good. Very clean route. Yeah, I wish that built normal meter and not diminished meter. That would have been so high. Yeah. Alright, let me do the Kaido. Kaido into Kaido into Kaido into Kaido into Kaido. Yeah, Blackbeard. He didn't open the way. He just chills up there like an idiot. Alright. My man, fire. Indeed hot. I don't know why the devs did that. Why they put in like the wrong laser for that part of the cutscene. Like clearly they have a big laser effect, or they could have just scaled the laser effect up. Maybe it like looked really weird in his mouth, but then just changed the camera angle. I don't know. It just bugs me. Because it clearly ends at the end of the camera, and it's like, but come on, guys. What? Yeah, we don't need him to do anything. Eat some mochi. Good for you. Oh, we love this. Eat it. Eat it. Yeah. I love that that fire does nothing, and yeah. Eat it. Alright. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's making us fly high. Yeah, I hate Dragon Kaido. Hurtbox. Why couldn't the devs just decide like what they did with Pika should be done with Kaido? Where it's like Kaido just doesn't have a Hurtbox, you could like phase through him. I wouldn't love that either, but I love it way more than what's happening right now. All I had to do is like, I guess collide him so that he was like a square or something. Why did they need to make it so like it's actually like slightly accurate and you could like slip onto his tail and stuff? Like that seems excessive. Nah, I think it's the opposite. It's the last thing they made. Yeah. They were nowhere near Kaido when they had to be in development for this game. There's no shot they didn't like rush the heck out of him. The only character from Wano arc at all in this game is Kaido. Yeah, they are like very loosely from the beginning of this arc. But X-Drake in the official like base game before DLC, X-Drake didn't even transform to a human. I did find out that... Yeah, I did find out that the Mochi doesn't technically extend the time for the cutscene. Punching him while he has Mochi on him does. It's fine. I thought that was the thing for the longest time too. I thought I Mochi'd him and it's like, oh, can't trigger the cutscene. But it's actually being punched that makes him not go to the cutscene. Normally he red bursts out, but he can't red burst because he's Mochi'd in some cases. So it's like a weird indirect thing. It's like one does not presume the other kind of vibe, where it's like the Mochi isn't stopping him from